Hi, my name is Mark Stipic. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'm the work cover guy, answering the most common questions that people ask me about work cover. Today I'm answering the question, what's the difference between full comp and partial comp? Now you might have come to ask this question of yourself because you might have heard these terms being thrown around, most likely from a case manager or someone at your work cover insurer. Probably if I was an injured worker and I heard someone talking about that I was receiving partial comp, I might be asking the question whether I was getting shortchanged or something. And the answer to that question is no, you're not. But what is the difference? Effectively, it's a terminology thing, really. Full comp is referring to a person who's currently off work and the only source of their income is the compensation payments. Partial comp is basically when a person has returned to work and they're receiving a wage component in their pay and then they're getting a top-up compensation amount. So look, they're not being disadvantaged by the fact that they're receiving partial comp. In fact, they might actually have a slightly higher take-home pay. But because they're not receiving compensation at the full maximum rate, they're only receiving a reduced, sort of a partial top-up amount. It's referred to as partial compensation. It's largely just a terminology thing that, mostly that people who work in the industry tend to use just so that they can work out the difference between who's at work and who's currently off work at the moment. But I hope this has been helpful for you. Thanks very much for tuning in. And if you've got a question you'd like to ask me, please let me know in the YouTube comments or anywhere on social media.